Hi everybody, hi, it's Jolene. I am back with a little bit of a different workout for us today. I am in my kitchen for a reason I'll explain here in a minute. This is going to be a bar fusion class. So this is a fusion of bar, which is based on ballet, standing Pilates, and yoga. So it's a little bit different. I am in my kitchen because not everybody will have a bar in their house. This is one option for you, is to use your kitchen counter. You can also, if you don't have a corner to use, I'm going to demo how to kind of turn the corner as we do the other side. You can just turn your back to me and use your kitchen counter, or you can modify and just put your hand on a wall. Make sure that you're taking your shoes off or your socks off if you're on a slippery surface, and clear yourself a space at your kitchen counter. As you can see, I have my counter clear here, and you might want to wipe it off or do whatever you need to clear that space. So I'll give you a moment to do that as we get started. We'll start in mountain pose, standing by our kitchen counter. And if you're making space, make sure that you have enough room to go back on both sides of your corner. We're going to go into a warrior three, and make sure you have a little bit of space to come out from each corner. So while you do that, rest of us will come into mountain pose. So standing maybe about an arm's length from your kitchen counter, and you won't have a death grip on the counter. It'll just be a light kind of there for guidance. And Pilates is about pulling in our middle. So as we go through the sequence today, make sure that you're breathing and pulling up and pulling in your core, your belly button to your spine. So let's just get grounded, bringing your feet together, standing up nice and tall, taking a few deep cleansing breaths. You can do this workout in your kitchen while maybe you're cooking dinner, while you have a break. Maybe if you're doing some paperwork or paying bills or something, this will be about 20 minutes. And is kind of fun. This will be a glute workout, quads, legs, a little bit of calves, a little bit of abs today. So what we'll do is I'll demo how I'm going to use the corner here as we come into our first stretch. So let's roll our shoulders back. You can bring your arms down to your side for this. We'll just do this on one side. You can even bring your hands to your shoulders, so you can feel them rolling. Just be gentle here as we're starting to warm up just a little bit, and then go the other way. Again, coming into that conscious breath all the way down into your belly and all the way up through your nose. And if anytime today you don't like the exercises or they're just not your thing, just modify, come back to mountain pose, catch your breath, or do something else, do some squats or lunges or something, just normal exercises. I'm using your counter as the guide. So let's come into, again, mountain pose, and come arms width distance from your counter. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, just take a side stretch, and here's where I'll demo how we're going to use the corner. Some of these exercises we'll need to do on both sides. If you want to pull your hip out a little bit, look up and down, and inhale, come back up. I'm going to adjust a little bit here. So we're going to just turn around and we're going to do the other side here using our corner. So again, come in, arms distance away, inhale your arm up. Exhale, just come over into your side stretch. You can use your favorite music, just turn on a Spotify playlist or anything that I might suggest that I might put in the comments later. Take a check back, and inhale, come up. So we're going to start our bar exercises, again, standing Pilates and yoga kind of fused together with some ballet movements. We're just going to start with our feet together. So our heels, you can't see me back here, but our heels will be together, toes will be wide into a V. Ground your feet, and we'll just start warming up our legs. We're going to do counts of 8 today. So it'll be 8 of the exercise, 8 adding on either arms or toes, and then 8 pulses with a hold and 8 pulses. So if you want to just do one series of them, feel free, just modify as needed. So Our first one is going to be diamond legs, so bringing your hand down by your side, standing up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Inhale, take a nice deep cleansing breath. As you exhale, your legs are just going to come out into a diamond. Now let's do 8 here, just warming up our legs slowly. Again, your heels are together, toes are apart into a V. And I'm just going to count out 8 myself, so I'm at 8. Now let's add in our arm. Inhale your arm up. Exhale, just coming into the same exercise. You can go faster or slower. Even a 2 count for 4 will work just fine. Now we're going to start moving our arm as we come down. Then we inhale up, come up on your tiptoes. Again, you can stay or follow me with your arm and a little bit of a squat. We're just getting warmed up today. 6. I'm counting 7 for me. And 8, holding up on my tiptoes. Again, if you don't want to be on your toes, you can be on your heels. And let's just do little pulses. 2 sets of 8 each. Or again, holding, you can skip the pulses. And then hold after you've completed 16 of those. Reaching up tall. Exhale, bring your heels back to the floor, coming down. The next exercise is going to be some toe points. So I'm going to stand up nice and tall, again, just using my counter as a guidance. I'm going to point my toe, just bringing it out in front of me, to the side, kind of diagonal, 2 o'clock, coming back to like 4 o'clock, 4 and 5. And let's do 8 rounds of this on this side, 5 counts each. Standing up nice and tall, not leaning into your counter. At 5 counts, just bringing your leg around. Again, moving at your own pace. I'm going to do 8. Hand could be on the hip. Starting to feel that in my standing leg. Doing one more round here, each way, forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the front. And let's just hold our leg up in front of us, engaging our core. Bring your arm up. Let's pulse that leg up and down. Again, standing strong, standing straight up. And one more set. Counting to 8 if you like, or just holding. Pointing your toe. You can go a little faster, kind of fluttering. Inhale, hold. And exhale, coming back down. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we started with our diamond legs, so coming over, and just doing that nice little pirouette around the kitchen counter, bringing your heels together. I'll come back here so you can see. And then just coming down, we're going to do 8 here with our hand on our hip. We're just by our side. And let's add the arm. Inhale up, exhale, come down. Remembering to breathe, remembering to pull your belly button in. Starting to engage the inner thighs. You can feel it maybe starting to burn a little bit. We're going to come in, add here, option, and start coming up on our toes. So inhale up, exhale as you come down. Doing your 8 sets here. Keeping your toes together as you come, or your heels together as you come up. Your toes are pointed out in that V, holding, pulsing. Couple sets of pulses at 8 each. And then inhaling, reaching up, holding up on your toes. You can be down flat-footed also. And then exhale, floating back down gracefully. So now we're going to do our toe points, so pointing your toes and coming around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is our exercise. Doing this 8 times, 8 rounds. Handstands here, or hand is here on your hip. Counting yourself, 8 rounds. I'm on 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engaging that opposite quad, I can feel that standing leg really starting to burn a little bit from engagement. And standing up tall. Checking the stove if you need to. And I'm going to do one more round here. Then we're going to do that hold to the front and little pulse. Coming up here, you can use your arm here, or your hand can remain on your hip. Pointing your toe, my front leg is up. And 8 little pulses, 2 sets. Holding here, holding your leg up, pushing through your toe towards the front, engaging your core, reaching, and exhale, coming back down. So hopefully you can feel that starting a little bit in your quads and your hips. We're just going to come into a little bit of a squat with a leg raise, so leg abduction, followed by some standing crunches, so getting some ab work in. Again, we'll go with our sets of 8 a couple times. First time just doing the move, second time adding the arm, and then holding. So let's, except for the crunches, that'll be just 2 sets of 8. So again, setting up parallel to your kitchen counter or your bar. Your feet here are going to be about hip width distance apart squat. That's going to be our first. And do a test here because you don't want to lean. You don't want to come over to the side. You want to hold up tall and just bring your leg up as far as you can without doing that lean into your counter. So let's do 8 sets here. And hand again can be on your hip. Just regular squats. Then we're going to add the leg lift. Engaging your glutes and your quads here, really thinking about squeezing. Let's add the leg lift, down, leg lift. Again, coming back for that set of 8. Doesn't have to be a huge squat. Back, not a big one. Just sitting back. I'm going to do one more here. Then I'm going to hold my leg out to the side, pointing my toe forward. And bring my leg up here, or my arm up. And let's do little pulses. 2 sets of 8. Or holding, or you can use this time for a rest. We're going to come right into our standing crunches. Let's hold our leg up. Again, taking a check. Am I standing up nice and tall? Standing crunches. Inhale, reach way up. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 sets. There's 1 set for me. There's 8, and let's hold again. Hold our leg out. And then release. So we'll come around and do that on the other side. Starting with our squats. Setting yourself up, hand on hip, feet hip width distance apart, just coming into our simple squats, coming right down, sitting back for 8. I'm going to do one more, then I'm going to come in and add my leg lift. I can come overhead here and just come in, keeping your hips again towards me, toe pointed towards me also, pressing through your heel and trying not to lean. I'm going to do 8 here. Then I'm going to hold. Now 2 sets of pulses. Straight out to the side, standing tall, thinking of swimsuits in summer. Remembering to breathe all the way into your belly and all the way up. And let's come out and hold here. We'll add our standing crunches for 16, 2 sets of 8. Exhale, inhale. There's 8 for me. Holding here, bringing leg back out, arm up, reach, reach, press, pull everything in, and exhale, coming back down. We're going to come into, this will be one way. I'm going to do this over on this side of plank with some push-ups. So coming in, first we're going to do a flat back. So coming in about arms width distance again. Plant your feet, a little bit of space between them. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, just going to come into a flat back, pulling back. And make sure you have room. If you have a cabinet here, we're going to do some plank push-ups here. Inhale and come up. Your hands are going to be in the shoulder, a little bit maybe even narrower than shoulder distance. Coming into a nice flat back. And let's do 2 sets of 8 tricep push-ups. So inhale, push yourself back. Exhale. Your elbows are going to come against your ribs. Again, be careful of your head. You don't want to hit your head on the counter. Really feeling our triceps here. Elbows grazing your ribs. Do 16 here. Exhale as you come down, inhale as you come back up. You can bring your hands flat here. That is a little bit different dynamic, or they can be here. You can kind of play with that as you do a couple more here. Inhale, come back up, and then let's come back, pull back into your flat back. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. And inhale, releasing, coming back up. We're going to finish up today with a little bit of yoga today. I'm teaching this at the start of Taurus season. So Earth is in our skies right now. Earth element will come into tree pose to celebrate our first Barre class, start of Taurus season and spring. So we're going to add in here tree, and we're going to also come into option warrior 3. So again, no death grip on your counter, just a light touch working on balance. Your first level of tree, I'll come back here, will be your kickstand. Your toe remains on the floor, your hips will be towards me, and be about, again, that arm width distance. Your second level, you come onto your shin. Third level, coming up onto your thigh. So pick your tree. Coming here. Again, trying not to lean into the counter. You can bring your hands up here. Working on your balance. Nice, strong, earthy tree today. Arms can be here or at your center. And one more round of breath, staying here in your tree or adding on, coming into Warrior Three. You can come into Warrior Three just shooting your bent leg back, again using your counter as needed. Arm can come forward or be out or to the back. And again, you can bring both hands off of your counter if you are balancing today, and gracefully come out when you start to lose it. So we'll go ahead and do that on the other side, and then we're going to do our cool down stretches, and we will be done and ready for the rest of our day or night. So coming into your tree on the opposite side, again, kickstand, shin, or coming up foot on your thigh, not on your knee ever. Finding your tree, standing nice and tall, head towards the ceiling. Bring your arm up. Both arms up if you'd like. Again, playing with the arms, goalpost, hands at heart. An option here is stay in your tree or shoot your leg back, coming into Warrior Three. Your hand can be on your counter for balance, reaching forward. Arm out. Hands to your heart. Looking straight down, nice flat spine, strong in your standing leg. And inhale when you're ready. And come back up. So that is our bar workout. We're going to do a couple stretches. Figure four, just coming forward to your counter. Bring one ankle onto the other thigh and sit back. Then go ahead and switch. Coming back up. Mountain pose, inhale your arms overhead. Reverse your fingers, nice stretch. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale to center, stretch the other way. Inhale to center, palms together, hands to your heart. And namaste, congratulations. You are part of my first Barre Fusion Kitchen Edition class, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'll see you next time.